Hi everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. The video I'm about to show you, I had a plan. The painting went wrong. I tried to save it 2 or 3 or 4 times and I ended up with a result that I really wasn't happy with. So I thought, well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I've tried. I let it dry and then I've actually been able to save it with an embellishment. And I'm actually really happy with it. So yeah, I've learned a lot from this pour, so I want to show you the whole process. Don't be put off by the things that keep going wrong in the video. Try and watch to the end or skip to the end to see how I actually managed to save what I think was a pretty disastrous Dutch pour. And I've created, in the end, I think quite a cool, fun, happy painting. So please do watch to the end or skip to the end. Don't be put off by the middle of this video. So let me show you. Also, I should just say that the idea was to create a flower, like a Dutch pour bloom. So a flower with petals around the edge, not blown off over the edge of the canvas. So you could see the edge of the petals, then a really pretty centre of the painting. So just imagine a Dutch pour bloom process. I'm going to use this 50cm canvas. I want to first of all find the centre of the canvas. And the easiest way to do that is just to get a really long ruler and put it corner to corner and just put a really faint mark in the middle and then just turn it the other way, the other corner to corner, and then again another really faint line. So where those 2 lines cross is your exact centre. Now, as I said, I want this to be like a flower. All my paints, I'll show you them in a second, they're mixed to a Dutch pour consistency. But I want the central part of the flower and I want it a reasonable size. So I've just got a plastic lid here. And luckily the plastic lid's got a little spot in the middle. So I'm just putting that spot over the centre of the cross. Oh, that's my pencil gone. And then I can just draw around this. I'm trying to go quite lightly with my pencil because I found when I've done this before, if I've used really pale or transparent colours, my pencil shows through. In fact, I might just rub that cross out now just in case. So the base colour for this pour is this beautiful green. I've mixed it myself. It's with 2 of the Pebeo Studio Acrylics greens. So there's earth green and then there's green chrome hue, I think it is. So I mixed some of those together. I'm just using some leftovers and then some white. You can see the consistency. It's nice and runny. It's got floetrol in, but not that much. I'm just using up some old paints with floetrol, so it's got a little bit in, but I topped it up with more paint and water. So that's roughly the consistency of all my paints. So I hope you can see that. So I'm going to put this green down just around the outside. I'm going to leave my circle blank at the moment because I don't really want to fill that until the end because I don't want to put any colour in the middle and then risk that blowing it with my petals. So I'm just going to pour some on and then I'll blow it out with the hairdryer. So as you can see, I've covered the majority of the canvas. The circle is left bare and also just the paint around the edge of the circle. The canvas around the edge of the circle is left bare because that's where I'm now going to put my colours. I want them to mix with the green as little as possible. So I think I'm going to put them straight on to the bare canvas there. So I've got quite a few lovely colours here. I've got a really rich sort of pinky purpley colour. I've got 2 purples, which are both Amsterdam, a warmer one and a colder one. I've got 2 iridescent, so I've got Pebeo gold and also pearl white. And then I've got an Amsterdam pale pink as well. So really pretty pinky purpley colours, which I think will work really well with this base. My idea, I think, is to have more of the gold in the centre for the centre of the flower. So I think I'm going to start with one of the darker colours. I'm going to put that on the bottom. So this will go in. Taking it off. Right, I'm going to put my colour around the edge of the purple, of the line. Now, the more colours I put on, the more this will seep inwards and seep outwards, but that's fine. Let's go for Let's put some gold on next, because I think the gold will be in the centre, but I do want a little bit of gold in the petals as well. Right, so the circle, I can still see the circle there, but I can't see it here. It doesn't really matter because I'll be able to blow around with this afterwards. So I'm going to use my hairdryer again, and I'm just going to blow out some petals, but I want to try and not blow them off over the edge. I want to be able to see all edges of this flower. Do you know what? I am just going to do that. I'm just going to blow these colours around to meet that edge of that circle so it's rounder again. Right, let's see what happens. Right, very mixed feelings at the moment. These petals I love. These two here are just far too close together. And I'm a bit disappointed I haven't got more colour spreading out. I think what I might do is actually put more colour down. I think I just want more intense colour. Let's try that. There's quite a bit of paint on there, but I just think that might work a bit better. Let's try. Right, much better. I've got a much more solid colour. The blending of the colours is really pretty. I think there is something in my paint. Unfortunately, I found a few lumps in the green, and I think it was because it was the end of bottles. Oh, and I've got loads of paint in my hair. Right, I'm happy with it in principle, but I think I've got quite a lot of work to do. I think I might have changed my mind about blowing the petals over the edge, because I actually feel I need to keep blowing around the edges a little bit more. Right, I'm just not happy with it. So I'm changing my plan again. I'm going to put some of the colours down as if it was one of my explosive Dutch pours that stem from the middle and outwards. So I'm going to actually intentionally try and lose some of this negative space now. Right, now this I am really liking, and you know what, it's the gold has made the difference for me, because it's now not just pink and purple, you've got that contrast. So to me this now looks like the centre of a flower. You haven't got the petals, but that doesn't matter. So I think the key to this now is going to be how I actually finish this centre, because you can still see the green, so you do still have the sense of a sort of meadowish flower in the grass. But it's going to be how I finish this. So I've just got to have a really careful think about this. I think I'd still like to use the gold. Ooh. I'm thinking of just creating a single sort of bloom in the centre, putting some cell activator in and blowing that out, just to give a bit of texture to the middle. I have never done a bloom with just one colour though. So I was just wondering if I could it would just create some lacing over the top, which is all I really want, just a little bit of variation in that gold. So let's just put a little puddle down of cell activator and see what this does. So I've decided to stop because I keep doing things, keep changing it, and I think I've lost my way with it a little bit. So let me explain. I added the gold to try and look like petals, but I didn't like the lines. So I've blown those around. So they kind of look like lines. They kind of look like the petals, but very in a very abstract way. The colours are gorgeous. There's a real sparkle. There's the blend is just absolutely beautiful. I'm really happy with my centre. Oh, I've got some purple coming through there. But it's just so soft and delicate that I'm really happy with. And then I ended up blowing the colour in towards the centre, and I think that works better. It seemed to be less... It just seems to be more natural, more organic looking than when I pulled my paintbrush through it to create the actual lines. There's some really pretty lacing where the green has popping up through the colours, so the base colour. The base, I think, was slightly thinner, so I wonder if the consistency has an effect on it. So you can see the sparkle there, or I hope you can. The pearl white there is really sparkling with that gold. So not what I was wanting at all. I'm not sure how I feel about it at the moment. So I'll let it dry and then show you. Right, it's looking different. I did not like it at all. I was looking at it and I was thinking, right, what are the positives of this? And I just hated it. I was so unhappy with it. I thought, right, I'm going to scrap the video. And then I thought, well, actually, let's just give this one more shot. Let's just try something totally different. So I sketched with the pencil the rough outline of some petals. The centre of the petals are where my gold lines were. So it does follow the pattern. What I've tried really hard to do is not make it too uniform, because unfortunately it is... they are very equally divided petals, just because I find it difficult to do random. Everything seems to be regimented for me. So I've tried to do them kind of quite irregular, quite random around the edges. And I'm actually really happy with it. So I've just painted it with pale pink. Now what I'm going to do is just embellish it a little bit more. I want to do maybe some dark purple around the edge, and dividing the petals here, maybe a bit of shadowing, not really sure yet. But so far I am really liking this composition, this design, so much more than just the fluid art. I can't quite believe I'm going to say this, but I actually love it. I am so happy with it. I can't believe I've gone from really hating the pour to being really, really happy with it. I was honestly on the point of deleting the video and throwing the canvas away. But I really like the concept. I really like the idea of how I've actually converted it into my original plan, maybe with a few more petals than I'd intended. But this is the kind of thing that I was aiming for, but without having to embellish it. But who cares? I've embellished it and I think it works. So let me show you up close. I've added some little spots off camera, you can see. I've embellished, so I did a dark purple line around the edge of each of the petals. Decided that was slightly too dark, so I've done a kind of overlapping pinky line as well. So it's like almost like a slightly two-tone effect, edge to the flowers, the petals, and I think that works really well. So the line goes straight through the middle of the gold section, so breaks that up. Really happy with my centre. I've added just a few little pink spots just to try and tie it all together. But just look at the shine on this. The iridescence of that gold is just beautiful. So this is such a sparkly, such an iridescent painting. So this painting's taught me a lot. Don't give up, keep going. Give it a good few attempts, and hopefully you can actually, even if you're not happy with the pour, you can transform it, you can embellish it, you can do something with it to try and save it. And I feel, you may disagree, I feel like I've done that. I'm actually happy and proud of this result. If I'd posted the original painting, I would have been embarrassed, but I'm happy with this one. So let me know what you think. It's been a journey. There's been highs, there's been lows, but I've got an end result, so I'm happy. So let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, leave me any comments. Do hit the thumbs up button if you like it. Great, take care. Bye.